Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by family demands, thinking, "I'd be happier if I just left it all behind"? If so, you're not alone. For Sigma males, those introspective, independent men who defy traditional alpha or beta stereotypes, this thought ain't merely a fleeting fantasy. It's often a calculated choice born out of necessity. Unlike others who might endure family obligations for the sake of tradition, Sigma males value their mental well-being and personal freedom above all else. In this detailed exploration, we'll dive deep into the reasons why Sigma males sometimes decide to distance themselves from family. From toxic dynamics to emotional manipulation, let's uncover the rationale behind these bold decisions. 1. The reluctant role of family problem solver. Sigma males are fiercely independent by nature. However, this independence often makes them the family's default problem solver. Whether it's a financially irresponsible sibling constantly asking for bailouts or a relative treating them as a personal therapist, the expectation for Sigmas to fix everything can become suffocating. Constant crises, endless demands. Imagine being the go-to person every time a problem arises. A cousin needs money. A sibling can't hold down a job. A parent expects emotional support without reciprocation. Over time, these demands become less about love and more about exploitation. Sigma males quickly notice when these patterns persist without any effort on the family's part to change, walking away for self-preservation. For Sigma males, relationships must be mutual. They are not willing to pour their energy into a one-sided dynamic where they are always the giver. When the burden becomes unbearable, they choose to step back, prioritizing their own peace over the unending role of fixer. 2. Confronting toxic elders and generational conflict. The burden of outdated beliefs. Most families have at least one elder who clings to outdated ideals or wields control through fear and manipulation. For Sigma males, tolerating these behaviors is not an option. They value progress and equality, refusing to abide by archaic power dynamics, refusing to enable harmful behavior. A grandfather who demands obedience through intimidation, or an aunt who manipulates through guilt, is unlikely to gain a Sigma's compliance. They understand that respect must be earned, not demanded. When family members persist in harmful behaviors, Sigma males prefer to remove themselves from the toxic environment entirely. 3. Minimal tolerance for emotional guilt trips. The weaponization of sacrifice. Phrases like, "You owe us," or "After everything we did for you" strike a nerve with Sigma males. Genuine love and support should never come with strings attached. Emotional blackmail disguised as loyalty is a clear red flag. Rejecting forced obligations. For Sigma males, forced loyalty undermines the very foundation of a healthy relationship. When family members attempt to manipulate them through guilt, they recognize it as a toxic dynamic and distance themselves. To them, true loyalty is rooted in mutual respect, not coercion. 4. Rejecting the forever responsible tag. The dependable one's dilemma. In many families, the most responsible member becomes a lifelong safety net. Whether it's providing financial support or emotional stability, Sigma males often find themselves cast in this role. However, they firmly believe that adults should manage their own problems. Setting boundaries. Sigmas reject the notion that being dependable equates to being perpetually available. They understand the importance of boundaries and won't allow themselves to be drained by relatives who refuse to take responsibility for their own lives. 5. Escaping the weight of constant judgment. The relentless critique. What's up with your job? When are you getting married? Why don't you do things our way? For Sigma males, such questions are not merely annoying but a sign of deeper disrespect for their autonomy. Choosing solitude over scrutiny. Rather than endure relentless judgment, Sigma males prefer to carve out a life free from unnecessary critique. They prioritize peace and individuality over family approval, often choosing solitude or a smaller, more supportive circle. 6. Viewing toxicity objectively. Breaking the blood is thicker myth. Family often expects unconditional loyalty, citing shared blood as a reason to endure toxic dynamics. Sigma males reject this notion entirely. To them, toxic behavior is unacceptable, regardless of the source. Prioritizing self-respect, Sigmas treat toxic family members the same way they would toxic acquaintances. If respect and decency are absent, they see no reason to maintain the relationship. Walking away is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. 7. Redefining family loyalty, conditional loyalty. Sigmas believe loyalty must be earned through respect, honesty, and genuine care. When these elements are missing, they feel no obligation to stay in a toxic environment. Challenging familial expectations. This perspective often shocks relatives who view family loyalty as unconditional. However, Sigma males prioritize their emotional well-being over outdated familial expectations. 8. Protecting future generations, shielding their children. For Sigmas who have or plan to have children, limiting contact with dysfunctional family members becomes a priority. They refuse to let toxic behaviors influence their offspring, breaking the cycle. By distancing themselves from harmful relatives, Sigma males create a stable and respectful environment for their children. This decision ensures that negative family dynamics are not passed down to the next generation. 9. Ending generational curses, recognizing harmful patterns. Families often carry cycles of abuse, neglect, or dysfunction. Sigma males see walking away as an opportunity to break these patterns and establish healthier dynamics. A brave stand for change. This choice is not without backlash. Relatives often resist change, but Sigma males prioritize long-term well-being over temporary discomfort. For them, ending generational curses is a legacy worth leaving. 10. The ultimate act of self-respect. Choosing peace over obligation, walking away from family is not an easy decision. However, for Sigma males, it's a powerful statement of self-worth. They refuse to sacrifice their mental health or identity for the sake of familial ties. Redefining priorities. This decision shocks those who believe family should always come first. Yet, for Sigma males, maintaining peace and dignity outweighs any obligation to uphold traditional family dynamics. Conclusion: a stand for emotional freedom. At the core of a Sigma male's decision to walk away from family is a deep desire for respect and emotional freedom. They refuse to be the perpetual fixer, emotional punching bag, or scapegoat for others' issues. When faced with toxic elders, guilt trips, and unreciprocated loyalty, they draw a firm line in the sand. Walking away is never easy, but for Sigma males, it's a necessary step toward preserving their mental health and self-respect. In doing so, they break cycles of dysfunction, create healthier environments, and prioritize their own peace above all else. Their message is clear: respect and decency are non-negotiable, even among family. Do you resonate with the ideas I shared in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more content about Sigma males, explore the other videos on this channel. Thanks for watching.